So recently, right-wing political commentator Steven Crowder has been in some very hot water. Personally, I've never really been the biggest fan of this guy, because he seems like one of those political figures who's much more interested in slam dunking the other side than having any sort of positive discourse with them. Little known fact about Steven Crowder here is that he actually voiced the Brain on one of my favorite children's television shows, Arthur. But despite that, lately Steven has not been moving so smart. And it all really started when he came out with this video about his divorce and said some very questionable things.
I have been living with a proverbial boot on my neck for going on years now. Since 2021, I've been living through what has increasingly been a horrendous divorce. Now, let me say on the outset, to be clear, there is no infidelity, any kind of physical abuse at all on either side. And no, this was not my choice. My then wife decided that she didn't want to be married anymore. And in the state of Texas, that is completely permitted.
Now that's the first time that Steven makes this very strange assertion that his wife should not be allowed to get a divorce from him without his permission. Like, oh wow, the state of Texas actually believes in having personal liberties? Who would have thought?
It's been the most heartbreaking experience of my life, what I consider to be my deepest personal failure, and just so you know, my opinions on parenting and families have not changed. I've always believed that children need a mom and a dad, that divorce is horrible. And I still believe that children need a mom and a dad and that divorce is horrible.
And that's always been what Steven Crowder kind of tries to represent, is that the traditional family is what he believes in. And like, oh, I always treat my wife with the utmost respect. And also, just another note on that, there's been a lot of studies that show it actually does a lot more damage when parents stay together for the kid and continue on with their toxic relationship than to just get a divorce and continue to parent the kid separately with good communication. Yes, all kids do need a mother, all kids do need a father, but they don't necessarily need them to be together.
But in today's legal system, my beliefs don't matter. In Texas, divorce is permitted when one party wants it, period.
Wow.
So, and all this, one thing I want to be really clear about is certain. True north here is that my children are blameless, completely without fault, and so we decided to resolve these issues privately, as it's in their best interests, both emotionally and physically, to do so.
So right there is kind of another weird thing that he says, because he's trying to say like, oh, I was doing the noble thing, I was trying to keep this private, that's why I didn't tell you guys. And it was all for my children, it was all for my children. But then when you see the video I have to show you here in a second, it seems like he's only talking about this divorce stuff because he was trying to get ahead of this other story I'm about to show you.
It's pretty simple. I loved a woman so much that I married her. A woman who, despite all of this, I still love as the mother of my children. And she wanted something else for her life. That's not my choice. She simply wanted out, and the law says that that's how it works. Now, of course, look, I get it. There are multiple sides to every story, but one thing that is undeniable in this case is that it's no one's fault but my own in that I picked wrong, and that's certainly not the fault of my children.
I mean, this guy cannot fathom the idea that someone would have the personal rights to be able to ask for a divorce. And then he goes on to say, oh, this was all no one's fault but myself for picking the wrong woman. I picked the wrong wife.
And I will say that what's in the best interest of my children is not internet drama, speculation, certainly not blatant or veiled shakedowns or dragging their father or mother, and I can't be clear on that enough, or their mother through the mud.
I mean, you just dragged her through the mud, my guy. And he keeps trying to use his kids as some sort of shield, like, oh, don't say anything bad about me, you know? These kids wouldn't want to see that about their father. And this guy has never given absolutely anyone that same grace. And him trying to retain this I'm still a good Christian family man image, it's all gonna age like spoiled milk left out in the sun. And you don't want that to be your face. So y'all need to go check out the sponsor of today's video, Teach Hanley. You guys already know what's up. Teach Hanley is the best skincare system for men on the market. And if you were anything like me before I started using the level 1 system, you need them in your life. Because in the past, I was really not taking care of my face at all, and it was really starting to show. I thought I was destined to have Gordon Ramsay's forehead, but Teach Hanley put an end to my worries with their products. The system I use consists of a daily face wash, an AM and PM moisturizer, and a face scrub that I use twice a week. It literally takes me about 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night to take care of my skin. It is truly that simple. Teach Hanley members get 20% off the retail price, free shipping within the US, and you can customize your box or cancel your subscription whenever you want. And today when you sign up, Teach Hanley is giving my audience 30% off your first box, as well as a free gift with said purchase. So don't wait. Click the link in the pinned comment or at the top of the description and start your skincare journey today. Here is family man Steven Crowder talking to his pregnant wife of 8 months. And he's not being very nice.
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
There's no groceries. I'd be happy.
Steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes, other than that, other than man.
Listen, I don't mean to laugh, but the sheer idea of this like ultra right-wing guy being married to a woman named Hillary is hilarious.
No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
You're not taking the car.
Steven,
You are not
then I
taking
will ask them to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's not a threat, Steven.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
Like I said, his wife right here is 8 months pregnant, and he is refusing to let her use their one car, which really doesn't make sense for them to only have one car because this guy is like a mega multi-millionaire. And he won't let her use this one car to go grocery shopping and run some errands. And basically it sounds like get away from him for a little bit.
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, I'll be back when I'm back?
Steven.
And that's not what you do. The only way out of this is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline and respect.
Steven.
Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
Hillary,
Steven?
you give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Fucking watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
And it's very strange to me because he's sitting there, his wife is obviously very distressed, and he's out here talking to her like she's some college student that he's debating on a campus. It's also been rumored that when he's talking about, oh, just go put on the gloves, go walk the dog here, that the dog was on some sort of medication, and it would have also been dangerous for her pregnancy to be interacting with it.
Hillary, you're right, right in that. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. As a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage anymore. I'm gonna go. I'll text me what you need. I'll get you what you need.
Dude, she's 8 months pregnant with your kid, and you're saying like, oh, become someone worthy of being a wife.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not gonna.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to it. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm good.
I mean, I just can't imagine a woman going through all that she has to go through in a pregnancy, and also not only feeling alone in that battle, but feeling absolutely not supported, and that she isn't a good wife doing these wifely things like physical labor.
Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs? Don't you take that in?
And then it says, as the Crowders head inside, Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will f*** you up," at his pregnant wife Hillary, who then flees their home. Now, we do not know if this little bit at the end is 100% true, so I'm not really going to speak on that. Crowder has decided to go gloves off after this video leaked, and here's his statement about the whole thing.
I commented on my ongoing divorce on Tuesday, requesting privacy in the best interest of the family, but also by court order agreed upon by all parties. Look, broken marriages are ugly, and in them people do ugly things. Myself, of course included, I would never claim otherwise. However, due to recent misleadingly edited leaks to the tabloid press without context and not subject to consequences of the court, well, if not privacy, the next best option is truth. So today, I have filed a motion to officially unseal all files as they relate to the matter of legal record. Finances, relevant medical records, including mental health history or evaluations, depositions, and any motions or sanctions from the courts of Texas. I will not be leaking private marital information to the press, but if the privacy agreements are not respected by all parties, I will address all that is a matter of irrefutable legal record in full context next week.
And so he's basically saying to his wife, if you want to go full gloves off, I'm gonna take my gloves off. These are the comments on his latest video. Sad when someone you've agreed with in so many videos acts so disgustingly towards his pregnant wife. You've actually managed to unite both the left and the right against you. Very impressive work. I've been a fan of Steven for years, but after seeing the footage and hearing the way he talks about their divorce, it makes me sick to my stomach. His behavior is unacceptable and truly abusive. I hope and pray for Hillary and those babies get through this and turn out okay. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's really not looking good for this man, Steven Crowder. But y'all let me know what you guys think down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy Tan Superman. And some other political clowns out here need to get dunked on, so I'm out. Peace!